Well, that's interesting, whatever that is. Return to special story mode. What? Special story mode? That's the first time I've ever seen that. About to enter story mode, continue, yes. That's genuinely the first time I've ever seen like something like that in the overworld. I thought I was just going to walk up to the thing, you interact with it, and it plays the cutscene, right? Alright, so this is the Windbloom Festival decorations that we've seen before. Yep.
The city is all decked out.
Oh, I
beautiful.
forgot that there's a VA strike, isn't there? I'm going to have to switch it over to Japanese in a second. Alright, hold on.
Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora.
No shit.
But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Yeah, I can't believe I got about the voice actor strike. I'm going to have to switch it over to Japanese. I'll keep the English subtitles on, but I'll have to be in Japanese,
Greetings,
you know?
traveler. Paimon.
Catherine's fine, though. Her VA is fine.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
Probably.
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Take a look around, huh?
What does she mean by that?
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight?
I just think it's the same dialogue that was here like 4 years ago, I can't lie.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot.
Stargazing Navalia?
Places on Star Snatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down.
Oh wait, Stargaze Navalia isn't that place in Star Rail? I got that
Not in the mood.
completely confused with Star
Oh.
Snatch Cliff.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over? So,
Anyway.
Is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honor
Miles,
of
huh?
night in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a night should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
Weird.
You should see a doctor.
Yeah.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
Interesting.
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Okay. There it is. So a lot of them do have their VA right
Is
now.
it something in the
So
air?
what I'll do is I'll play through the quest on English like VAs until I get to the point where VAs are missing, and I'll swap over to Japanese, alright?
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Wait,
I don't
but
know.
Donna is the one who has a huge crush on Diluc, right?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
I'm flattered, Miss Donna, although I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
I intend to, my dear, but first question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? Under the impression Master Delik was the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So you knew about that? Well, Master Diluc came into the city not too long ago, but
So
when I saw
basically
him,
what I'm gathering
like
from this is that everyone is just
butterflies
acting
just
the
weren't
complete
there
opposite from
anymore.
themselves. They're like 5 NPCs now, it's like the opposite of themselves. So yeah, probably whatever the whole thing we saw in the trailer about Bero's probably affecting the behavior or in the patterns of everyone in the city, maybe.
if I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love. But then I saw you. And it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain
Where's the
it.
background music? There
It
is
was
none
just
in this
feeling.
cutscene right now, Xander. I understand I'm flat out able to bring back the butterflies, but I do need to see to I do need to see to some business rather, so I'll take my leave. Ah, he's probably gonna see us.
Well, surprised to see us?
Oh, you're the exact people I've been trying to find. Okay, Paimon, how have you been? All good. How about yourself and the rest of the Knights of Favonius? The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt, but let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. Okay, let's get started. Paralogism in another chapter at 4. Been a long time coming for this. Very long time coming. Hatch. Okay, so I have to leave the special story mode. I'm going to swap it over, because we're actually getting playable characters now in the quest. I'm going to swap it over to Japanese VA, just so I can go ahead and not have to read out like, literally every line, alright? So it should be an other, no, which one is it? Is it language? Game, voice over language, Japanese. Some languages will only be applied after the game is restarted. Okay, that's fine. So we probably have to just exit to the login interface and then go back into the game and it should count after that, right? That's fine. Oh, so we're playing Donald's Higher Quest, is that what I'm saying? Nah. Now basically there's a few NPCs before that, Xander, where it was like, basically everything that they normally do, they're doing the exact opposite of what they normally do. Oh no, I just want to test if his Japanese is on. Oh, wait for... Yep. Just had to make sure based on idle animation. Yep, definitely the Japanese VA that's on now, so we shouldn't have a problem with any missing VAs now. So let's go ahead and get into it, you know. Also, by the way, you messaged me that it was 3 hours, right? It's actually less than that. The video times that I saw said 2 hours 38 minutes. So yeah, all right, let's resume back into the special story mode. Yes, sir. Eula, okay.
それに君たちも。
ああ、二人を連れ
Maybe
てきた
some
ぜ。
big lore drops this quest. Yes, sir. If the likes of Zoom in that, by the way, don't want to do extra work towards the end and you're still wanting to watch, I'll literally go straight into the Escoffier story quest too, by the way.
よかった。こんな時だし、君たちがいてくれたら助かる。
騎士団本部にこんなに人がいるなんて。
栄誉騎士にパイモン。お目にかかれて光栄だ。まずは自己紹介だな。
第2小隊隊長のノット、第3小隊隊長のスカーロング、第4小隊隊長の
Captain of the second, third, 4th, and 9th company. Okay.
全員隊長。
はい。陣団長が中であなたたち
You'll
を待
explain
っています。
everything, huh? Why do I feel something to do with Shishnaya or Nordcry specifically?
旅人、パイモン。
Everything alright? There are tons of people outside.
ああ。彼らは皆隊長たちだ。君たちの知り合い
Yeah, there are some new faces here, but they're not going to be playable or anything like that.
近頃、モンド城でちょっと
Incidents
した
in
トラブルがあっ
Mondstadt,
た
yeah.
がその対処のため
Oh,
に
the
招集をかけ
trial,
た。
okay.
裁判に？
Mondstadt, not Fontaine, literally.
ああ。
I understand the confusion, you've never said one of our trials before. In
け
truth,
ど、その
we
判
haven't
断
had
の
to
仕方
conduct
も
one in quite some time.
モンドでは
Knights of Favonius oversee most of the law and order in Mondstadt. Okay.
セピロス騎士団が審理する。だが、一部の重大
Makes
事
sense.
件のバルバトス様が見届ける中、セピロス騎
Oh,
士
this
団
guy's going to be really annoying, isn't he? He's just going to spam requests over after request.
セピロス教会は福音と公
I
義
hate that people can just do that, by the way.
隅々までもたらす。
You know what? Actually, after this cutscene, might just change my settings to only friends can request to join my world. I think there's a setting for that. Oh, but then I would delete the special story mode and then do it again. Nah, it's whatever. The good people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing. Yeah, where's Albedo?
鋭いな。そう。だからこそ二人を呼んだんだ。私たちは
In the upcoming trial against Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict. Well then.
ジン、そろそろ時間だ。
わかった。旅人、パイモン、ついてきてくれ。
Like, if we're actually just going right into this and we're gonna get action-filled stuff like immediately, this is much better pacing than like all of like Amphorius already, by the way. Oh yeah, we're just going straight in. This is much better pacing than what do you call it? This is such better pacing than Amphorius out the gate. We're already here, and we've been in the quest for about 10 minutes flat. 10 minutes here. That is so much better than Amphorius' pacing. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say it. That is exactly how it should be done. Cut out the filler, you know.
早速始める。セピロス騎士団団長ファルカがモンドを離れているため。
That's the first time they've actually mentioned Grandmaster Vorka in the storyline, by the way.
ジン・グンヒルドが取り行う。また、裁判員は
Dahlia, yeah.
セピロス教会の女性
Good character.
ダリア氏が担当する。
I think he'll be in the. He's in the next patch, right? It's the 4-star in the banner, if I'm not mistaken.
見たことない人だな。
Deacon of the church. Barbara and Rosaria, yep.
本件の被告人、セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長、アルベド。
If you get some more lore on Albedo's master Rhindaughter, who's one of the 5 sons of Canria, works along with Skirt's master. It's got to be something along the lines of that, right? You would think. Albedo, what did you do?
この事件は一部機密性の高い事項が含まれる。なおかつ被害者がモンドのものであるかは確認が取れていない。
The identities of the victims are still unknown. Strange.
仮に犯行の事実が認められた場合、最終判決を下した後に。続いては後方勤務隊長のヘルターによる冒頭陳述に移る。被告人アルベドの弁護人はガイア。これは
Oh God. You know what it said now, the captain of the logistics company, Ms. Herfa. You know what I thought that said? I thought that said Ms. Herta from Star Rail. I literally thought that said Herta there, Xander. Not even joking. I thought that said Herta. My brain's autopiloted to Herta there. God damn it. Ah, God damn it.
始めましょう。
それではヘルター。
本裁判に先立ち、教会と騎士団は一連の調査を行っています。
Suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains. Okay.
その
殺人事件
That's a line from the trailer.
ある証言によると、11日前の深夜、被告人がモンド城の正門から南東に行ったところで、何か大きな物体を引きずっていた姿が目撃されています。
嘘だろ？そんなわけ？
証人ベアトリーチェさん、あなたが見たものを話してください。
Okay, that makes sense. Beatrice, is that what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier?
あの日の夜、私は用事で外に出ていて、帰りが遅くなったの。帰り道。
Each bag of some kind.
誰かおかしいと思ってこっそり後をつけてみたの。
Golden light.
そしたら急に金色に光り出して。
Golden light. That almost sounds like Alice almost.
そこにはアルベドさんは元素を扱えるから地面を掘るの。
Oh, I can use the geo element. Yeah, that also makes sense. With the golden light.
しかも気のせいかアルベドさんがその場を立ち去る直前、一瞬こっちを見た気がしたの。その時は自分も死ぬんじゃないかって。怖くて怖くて。けど幸い。
被告人アルベド、11日前の夜、
騎士団2階の自分の執務室で仕事をした。
ああ、10日前、被告人は騎士団に
His latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region just didn't live to take them without taking a considerable amount of time to finish. You know what could be happening here? This could be one of those, like, you know, earlier in the game life cycle how we had that the Albedo clone that was evil, that event up in Dragonspine, or was it story quest? The patch where you got the Festering Desire Sword, like 1.2, 1.3 or something like that. We could have a similar situation. We could have a doppelganger situation again.
被告人がその夜、執務室で書類を作成していたことを証明。
いないな。
でしたら、
Someone can.
報告書の文字数を被告人のアリバイとして使うことはできません。
雲行きが怪しいですね。
仮に被告人が犯行に及んだ後、殺害した相手を遺棄
Was
し
the
たの
body
であれ
recovered?
ば、
Yeah, good point.
いいえ。
Not yet.
つまり、ベアトリーチェさんが行った場所を掘ったが、死体は見つからなかった。
でも確かに見たの。本当よ。ヘルターさん、私が言ったのは全て事実なの。私が証言したら、モンドのみんなの安全を守れるって言ってたじゃない。
ええ。合同調査チームも何も成果がなかったわけではありません。事件現場
Legal
の
man's
近く
shoe
の
and a
茂
torn
みに
piece of
小
fabric.
さな
Okay.
布切れと、もし犯罪が行われていなかったとしたら、どうして目撃現場の近くに
そういえば、被害者の身元はまだ判明していないんだったな。
Oh, that quest 2.3. Okay, cool. So that's the Albedo Evil quest, right? Okay, fair. 1.1 was Festering Desire. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because obviously you didn't play the game at that point, so you didn't have that sword. Genuinely, I still don't know how they never made that event permanent for the likes of you guys, because that sword was one of the best swords early on. I don't use it anymore, but I've got that many 5-star weapon swords now that I don't need to, you know. Plus, Favonia's sword is just insane as well.
それもおかしな点の一つです。今回の件に通報者はいませんが、ベアトリーチェさんは被告人に何の恨みも抱いておらず、
被告人、これに対して何か言いたいことは？
ヘルターさん、君が信じるか否かにかかわらず、セピロス騎士団の調査小隊隊長として、僕の責務はモンドと住民の皆を守ること。もし僕が人を殺し、
確かに被告人の言う通り、動機は非常に重要です。しかし率直に言わせてもらいますと、私たちも布切れ1枚と靴1つだけでここに立ってあなたの罪を問うなんてことはしません。
一つだけじゃなかった。
ああ、説明を頼む。
7日前の未明、ドラゴンスパインと暁ワイナリーの中間地点で、被告人が成人男性の死体を処理しているところを目撃した人がいま
Well,
した。
I'm pretty sure I know who this is because it was literally said in the quest who it was. But I'm not going to say it for those that don't know.
では、2人目の証人をお呼びします。
I can do it now, sir.
なんで？
ディルック・ラグビンドさん。
Oh, yeah.
お前が見たものを話してくれ。
深夜3時40分頃、アルベドが崖の下で死体を処理しているのを見た。空は暗かったが、岩元素の力で
Illuminate his surroundings, right.
僕が見た様子から考えるに、被
Oh,
害者
and
の成
Finn,
人男
yeah.
性、身長
Yeah,
は高く、
I'm pretty sure I know who this body is, by the way. I'm fairly certain I know who it is.
2人は口裏を合わせることなく、見たままを証言しています。しかし、被告人の死体隠蔽方法が完全に一致しているのがお分かり。
なんで深夜にドラゴンスパインと暁ワイナリーの間にいたんだ？そんな時間帯に散歩する人なんて普通はいないと思うが。
Yeah, what was Diluc doing in that area so early in the morning? That's a good question, actually.
ちょっと外を歩くのに時間を選ぶ必要はないだろう。
I mean, I guess that's fair, but at that time in the morning, really?
暁ワイナリーに住んでいる。そうでなければ、この事件も目撃できなかった。
モンドでも名高いディルックの旦那のことだ。確かにアルベドを陥れる理由は
Yeah, that's the biggest question in all of this. Where are the bodies
証
associated
拠
with
が足
this?
りないと言いたいのかもしれませんが、残念でしたね。今回は被告人が離れた後に証人が現場を掘り起こし
A
て
box,
こ
okay.
んなものを見つけています。
それは
おそらく人間の
Ethan
大腿
femur
骨。
of a human. Hmm.
どうして死体を埋めてすぐ掘り返したというのに、これしか見つからなかったのかを聞きたいだろうが。
やれやれ。何か含みのある言い方だな。ディルックの旦那。
歯と骨。それは死体がすでに腐敗し、骨しか残っていなかったことを意味します。被告人が優秀な錬金術師であることを考えると、
Yeah, that could be a thing too,
何ら
yeah.
か金色の元素の光はおそらく錬金術によるものでしょう。 その光で被告人は死体を処理しましたが、同時に
That could make sense. Watching be literally none of this. All this does actually make sense.
なるほど。錬金術師である僕なら
確かに筋は通っているな。だがこちらにも証人はいる。事件の前日、アルベドは
Olympia intellectual exchange with students, sucrose, the tube in the library until the next morning.
なぜそんなに長時間の議論
Yeah, why did the discussion last so long?
その日はスクロースの課題の提出日だったんだ。スクロースは細かいデータとにらめっこしていて、翌日まで研究を続けていた。
本当だよ。私ずっと図書館にいたから、アルベド先生のアリバイをス
クロースさんが図書館にいた間、アルベドさんもずっと一緒にいたのでしょうか。
うん。それに私はアルベド先生が殺人をするような人じゃないって信じてる。
でも証人だって理由もなく彼の犯行を証言しないでしょう。そもそもスクロースさん、ぜひとも正直にお答えいただきたいですね。これはモンドに住む多くの人々の安全に関わる問題。
私は
ああ、大丈夫だ。僕が言うよ。その議論の後半、
Not long after midnight,
0時過ぎになると
which would line up with 340 time stamp actually.
何かを証明するためにあえて嘘をつく必要はない。ここは裁判という神聖な場だ。
アルベド先生、
それなら被告人のアリバイは成立しないことになる。その点は君も分かっているな。
ああ、それとただ言葉で容疑を否認し続けてもそこでこちらからも質問させてほしい。まだそちら側にも解決できていない問題
If
が
that
あった
makes
はず
sense,
だ。
yeah.
決定的な物証はないけど、二人の目撃者の証言も偶然では片付けられない。
Agreed, Dali, agreed.
謎は深まるばかりですね。
Golden light, lightkeeper's breath, and not a cry. You know, you could be cooking with that, Shizanda.
少々お待ち
I
を。
don't think it is, but you could be cooking.
こちら調査チームによって押収したアルベドさんの書簡記録です。この中から重要な部分を読み上げます。
あれは
あの手紙、本当にアルベド先生が書いたものみたい。
人体研究という課題を諦めたことは一度もない。というより、ドラゴンスパインの奥に踏み入ったことで、生命という言葉の解釈はさらに進み、今やそれは誕生に変わった。人の誕生の秘密は往々にして死と結びついている。そして死は神聖に最も適した素材だろう。
I think that's been taken out of context, if you ask me.
腐敗、
精錬。その手紙に書いてあるのは錬金術についてでしょうか。
手紙の最後にはこんな言葉もあります。
Northern west part of Dragonspine, yeah.
ドラゴンスパインの北
And the
西
area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate.
いずれのエリアも実験
Southeast,
完了。集まったデータは
That's not Don Winery.
君が試みたように僕も想像の道を貫き枷を破り生物の新たな領域へと踏み出そう。
その手紙の筆跡が被告人アルベドのもので間違いないことは調査チームも確認済みだろう。そしてその内容も腐敗と精錬について言及されている。
はい、手紙に書かれた場所も犯行現場と完全に一致しています。これが彼の直筆であることこそ最も有力な証拠となるでしょう。
そんなありえないぞ。どうしてこんなことに。
私はもともと十分な証拠がない限り誰かを有罪とすべきではないと思ってたんですけどね。それこそが原則に基づいた人道的なやり方なので。ですが残る調査項目は被害者の具体
These
的
are
な
the
身
victims
元
in
と
the specific alchemical process. Yeah, I would say so as well.
ああ、私も同意見だ。確かな証拠が揃ったため本件は立証された。モンドの法律にのっとり被告人アルベドを殺人および死体遺棄で。
People in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Dean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover is that the thing he told us up in Dragonspine, like years ago, because I've been talking about that for a long time. Is that thing he mentioned with the Dragonspine right in the camp? Back in 2.4, I'm pretty sure it is. But he told me a secret once that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Yep. But following in Vine Daughter's footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation, that would only make him more suspicious. Is it to pass along, huh? Probably for Malice? Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there, Benty. Don't have to be Benty. It's gonna be Benty. It's weird, right? Because Benty is actually VA'd by a female. And he's got a female like haircut, but then he is a male. It's such a... It's weird to know which one he is. The curse seems to be related to your past adventure. I'd like to quickly go over and review those experiences. I'm not sure about you, I'm already enjoying this a lot more than the recent quests I've been doing. They're really finally giving us some heavy lore dumps, you know, finally connecting everything together. This is going to talk about Dragonspine and all that, right? It is the 2.3, 2.4, whatever patch it was quest. It was so bang on with that, yeah. Maybe, yeah, potentially done that. It was. It literally is the 2.3, 2.4 quest. He's holding Cinnabar Spindle in his hand, yep. I had a feeling it was related to that one quest, yep. So we don't need to read this, we know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. It is exactly that. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, we are... I know it says 45-minute stream, but about the first, like, 18 minutes of that was us, what do you call it? Doing the starting soon screen and that stuff. So, yeah, we're realistically, like, about, 27 minutes into the quest right now. Yeah, it's not like that was a whole 3 years ago. Yeah, literally. Legit. As soon as I saw this trailer for the first time, we were getting stuff on Albedo. I just knew that that quest was going to have to play a big part in this quest if we're focusing on Albedo, because he did give us some sort of like warning years ago. Years and years ago. It'll have to be Benty, right? Yeah, how did I just know? Yeah, it had to be. It was super obvious. Oh, one current Surak was Mondstadt City, huh? Also, I saw Celestia there in the background. Did you see that? If it flips the camera, look again, Xander. Dahlia, oh, I see. Didn't think I was that unmemorable. Well, you are a 4-star, so yeah. Herald of the Animal Archon, right. Makes sense, yeah. Seems right, yeah.
大丈夫。ダリアとはそれなりの仲なんだ。だから隠してないよ。バルバトスが正式な場で意見するには、誰かに代弁してもらわなきゃ。友達になったばかりの頃は、こんなことになるなんて思いもしなかったけど。
その言い方だと、お前たちも知ってるみたいだな。
僕はレインドットとアリスさんが
My daughter and Alice brought Albert to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. Makes sense, yeah. The what? The cried prince? A perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Alberto's motive. It's straight into a potential weakness.
ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い
Well, then a killing spree,
他者
right,
を
yeah.
傷つける狂気的な行動に走るそういう展開の小説もあるし
Yeah, my bad
そう考え
budgeting
る
show
人
it
が出てき
literally.
ても不思議じゃんそういえば昔アルベドが言ってたな人間は超越と奇跡を渇望するだけでなく、自分と違うものは皆異類非常に普遍的な反応ですね
君の友達を助けてあげないとね
So I was just checking the webcam with no right position assault. Okay, let's continue on then. By the way, how does the mic sound? There's been no background noise, Sander, right? Everything's been fine, yeah?
僕かいアルベドがホムンクルスであることも最近モンド城では奇妙な出来事がたくさん起きていることも知っているよそれからウィンドブルーム祭が友人と共にお酒や歌を楽しめる素敵なお祭りだってこともね
街で起きてることも知ってるのか実はオイラたちもモンドに戻ってすぐ遭遇した
Show your observations of Benti and Dahlia. Okay.
それについては私も一部気づいていましたマイルズはずっと元気がないしベアトリーチェも落ち着かない様子でどんな
賛美される愛は消え渓谷に残るは災いのみ核も過酷な運命を誰が受け入れられよう
Why is Fate just doing his AFK animation right now?
現れないのか
That wasn't AFK animation, right?
君たちの疑問に答えているんだよバルバトスに言わせれば今回の物語は訪れるべくして訪れた試練なんだいつかは誰かが壁を乗り越える方法を見つけなきゃならない
Wait. As soon as someone's going to overcome a trial like that, in such cases, even the 7 no better than the Tapper of Fate as in the 7 Archons, yep.
はあでも一体誰があの親愛なる友人を助けられるんだろうか万が一アルベドに何かあって、
結局のところオイラたちに手伝ってほしく
アルベドが犯人かどうかは関係なしにモンドを守るのが、でも君を一人で働かせるつもりはないよ。ちょっとした贈り物を用意したんだ。
Is this the device we talked to Alice with? Yeah, the Dodoco, yeah. Seen that coming. Seen that coming because of the trailer, yeah.
新刊は抜いてあるから爆発しないよ。
Here we go. Things are about to get real interesting because this is how we communicate with Alice, right?
今は銀曜野郎が使ってたの。
彼女とは長い付き合いだし、ちょっと借りるくらいなら大丈夫さ。この発明品と僕のちょっとした細工で、
Okay, and we can chat. Okay. We'll do our best to uncover the truth.
ありがとう。
Alright, no matter what comes, you have the wind on your side. Say less, say less. Yeah, it was from here. I did see Celestia in this shot a little bit. Yeah, literally right there. Is it just me, right, Xander? Pan your mind back to even Sumeru days. I don't think Celestia has ever been that noticeably visible in the sky. Like, before we're just like a big block in the sky, now we can actually see the individual shape and the landmass and how it connects together in the sky. Every patch we get closer to the end game, Celestia seems to be getting more of its unique shape actually seeable from around this area of the map. You know what I'm saying? Which makes me think, if Celestia is there... I'm looking directly straight, so it's somewhere in the sky, probably up here-ish, I would say. It's actually got a 3D model now. It didn't used to have it. Yeah, that's what. No, it's always been moving, right? Okay, but it has gotten a 3D model now. It didn't used to have it, right? Okay, I see. I got you. Guess that makes sense. But it definitely, like you said, never used to have a 3D model. It used to be like a big blob in the sky, like in the earlier patches. I'm certain of that, so. Basically PNG. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, innit? Okay, let's continue then.
君たちが驚くのもわかるが、確かな証拠が揃っている。アルベドはかなり。
しかし、アルベドがそんなことするとは思えません。生きてる人間を錬金術の材料にするだろ。
私の立場上、どちらの肩も持つべきではないのは分かっているわ。でも
私こそ誰よりもこの結果を信じがたい。
Orca once said Albedo is better than the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him.
まずはアルベドに話を聞いてみよう。みんな
Every man requires my
し
attention.
ばらく下がってもらえるか。
D.
旅人パイモン、ちょうどいいところに来てくれ。
Save time. Okay, go for it.
裁判が終わった後にジンが言ってただろう。判決に異議がある場合、一定期間内であればもうあいつの様子が少し妙なんだ。あの人、
Investigate the case.
今はお前たちにも動いてもらう必要がある。
モンドの栄誉騎士、アルベドの友人。肩書きは十分だ。
Yeah, fresh eye. Okay.
今はウィンドブルーム祭だから、君に依頼するのははばかられるが、私たちは皆君のことを信頼しているし、真相も。
でも、もしあの裁判で
もし本当だったとしても、君の判断は大切。おそらく第二審が行われるだろう。
Did you remember Adbrick enough? I'm aware. I can see it's coming up in 8
アルベ
minutes.
ドの執務室を君に開放しよう。頼んだ。
And this quite isn't short as the timestamp makes out to be. The actual like bits in between us being playable and us not being playable won't be as big. So I'm not that bothered, honestly. Hi, oh, we actually can go up here now. I don't think we ever used to be able to go up here. This feels like a new area entirely. I don't remember ever coming up here ever.
ガイア隊長、どうされましたか？
この二人はジンの依頼を受けてアルベドの執務室を調査することに。
そうですか。ジン団長が。
Okay then.
ここがアルベドの執務室か。初めて見たな。
Bunch of alchemy and potions.
確かに
Something
あいつらしい部
of
屋
this
だ。
will be related to Alice for sure.
二人とも頼んだぞ。俺は他の用事があるからこれで。
お互い頑張ろうな。
Okay, fair enough. We've got to investigate this room, right? Investigate Albedo's desk. Let's see if there's anything unusual here. Picture of dragon spine up there, I can see that. Nothing else looks very peculiar. Typewriter. Test. Bunch of potions. Yeah, let's just investigate it, I guess.
よし。何か手がかりが
Oh,
ない
this
か
is
見
like
て
that
みようぜ。
fontaine mechanic, isn't it? No, it's Sumerian mechanic, never mind. The stack of books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
錬金術師の本ってどれも奥が深そうだな。
It's like underneath the book. Oh, I've already done that. Investigate the test tube, yeah. The test tube will show some black powder residue at the bottom. It's like a nearly written note. Chalk is the next stage after soil, but the current available material is still insufficient to construct a stable structure.
全然わからないぞ。
Let's get the lock. A lockbox sits on the desk. The latch bears signs of wear, suggesting the importance of whatever lies within the box likely remain locked most of the time. But now the lid remains wide open as if the owner was forced to leave in a hurry and didn't have time to lock it. Perhaps the letter intercepted by the investigators was once stored here. The remaining contents shouldn't hold much weight as conclusive evidence, but you still get a strange feeling after reviewing them. An elegant penmanship, the letter reads, in addition, I do happen to have some information on the subject of our last discussion. The materials are an arcane formation required for human transmutation. The formations in this record likely originate from the Canrian art of Chemia, but relevant documentation has not been well maintained over time, so I cannot guarantee there are no error or omissions. As thanks for your past assistance, I've enclosed the records within this letter. That does not mean I support your pursuit of this research. Ethics aside, I'm not convinced it's even possible to create a human whose existence is identical to our own. The idea that the dynamic of creator and creation could exist within the same species is cause for concern. Even with a talent like yours, I must urge you to proceed with caution. The thing belongs to an unfamiliar name, one that also appears in an alchemy book nearby. Skim the preface and learn that the author is an old and accomplished alchemist. Probably Alice? Most likely a friend from Albedo's academic circle, someone who owed Albedo a favor, but also urged him to refrain from conducting dangerous research. Doesn't look good, but this letter can't directly prove that Albedo did anything. A technique like that must be too dangerous to share with the public, right? That's why it wasn't brought up during the trial. Basically, underneath the book, sure. As I move the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hands slip while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk. There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Festiving is also a manifestation of rot. When festiving forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the name redacted project, I must take advantage of this opportunity. The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be? The note mentioned festering forces, which suggests that Dragonspine could be involved somehow. Was that something to do with creating synthetic life? Would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. I met the notes as a map with a few markings on it. Two of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the third appears to be in Dragonspine. Okay, yeah, I know where those two locations pretty much are, yeah. First one's just outside Mondstadt, second one is southeast. Oh, that was the thing that was in the trial, southeast of Dawn Winery, yeah. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could only be a body hidden in that last location. Or at the very least, what remains of one. What does it mean? Do you think something might also be buried in the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found. Oh, Alice, yeah. Actually, since it's not forcing us to go into the thing, we've got 2 minutes until the first ad break of the stream. I'm going to do the ad break now, and then we will continue once the ad break's over, alright? So I'll be right back, Sander. Give me 3 minutes, I'll go get a drink and all of that during this ad break, and we will continue from here. Good start so far. I'm very, very intrigued in the quest so far. Something I can't say for most of Natlan's first half of their quest and all of them Warriors so far. So I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay, we should be back. Xander, can you confirm for me if we are back? Just double checking, Xander, are we good? Can anybody confirm we're back from ad break? Because I'm pretty sure we are. That's what the Twitch just told me, that we are back from ad break, but I just want to confirm. I'll give you guys like maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and if I don't see any response, then I'll just go ahead anyway. Alright. Just to be fair to you lot, because I just sat here for like 20 minutes waiting for a response, you know what I'm saying? So unrealistic. So I'll wait for the timer on the stream length to go to 1 hour 5 minutes. If no response, we'll just continue, right? We got about 15 seconds left. Alright, well, there's been no response, so I guess let's just go ahead and continue, you know what I'm saying? Am I sat in the right position, actually? I think I am. Yeah, I would stay close enough, yeah. Alright, let's go. Sorry about that. Now let's go. Ben is calling, right, see.
順調ではあるけど、アルベドの容疑をさらに深める証拠がたくさん出てきちゃって。
そっか。つまり彼は自分に不利な研究記録を残していたってことかな。
Seems like it. Share what you learned with Venti.
確かに良くない状況だね。アルベドは黄金、レインドットが作り出した子。このことがまだ公になってないからいいけど、もし広まればレインドットの後継者だと言われるだろう。レインドットはその錬金術からしても倫理観からしても狂っている。たとえアルベドの正体を知っているものであっても、これらの証拠を見れば動揺してしまうだろう。君も含めてね。
Let's rethink this. As we both know, Reinhardt's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, I just think it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. It could convince even those closest to Albedo of his guilt, perhaps even you. Yep, alright. Who don't you trust? Do you trust Albedo? Good question. Good question.
そうだぞ。あいつはオイラたちの友達なんだ。もし全部本当だったら、アルベドきっと言えない事情があるってだけだろ。
何はともあれ。
Apparent investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Yeah, that's right. Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him?
客観的に真実と向き合うこともまた役に立つはずさ。
Or back with an honest assessment of the facts, okay? Say less.
そうかもしれん。よし、行こうぜ。ジン団長に報告し。
Fine, Gina. Okay.
うわ、お前。
Yeah, it's Miles. What's he doing here? Yeah.
あ、すみません。ドアの向こうから物音が聞こえたの。
オイラたちはジン団長の許可をも。
そうでしたか。邪魔をしてしまい、も。
ちょっと待った。おい。
正直よく聞こえませんでしたし。
じゃあ聞かなかったことにしてくれ。頼む。
ええ、承知しました。
Yeah, that's a bit suspicious. That's a bit suspicious, alright.
調べた時に見つけたあの地図、やっぱ気になるよな。
They head to this location on the map. Yeah, I know exactly where that is actually. Yeah. As you enter, I can spin from the top right, so that should be. Yeah. Oh well, I marked it for you anyway. I'm about to say yeah, it's to the right of this little thing here, so it's obviously there. Okay, that makes things easy. I remember the last time I was back in Dragonspine. I can't lie, 100% that area very, very early into this game's life cycle. I will say, like super early. This is obviously the location. Yeah, it's right there. I see it. I see the little arrow.
多分この辺りだよな。
Carefully examine the ground. Although everything's covered in snow as a seasoned adventurer, you note the spot on the ground looks quite different from its surroundings. Remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath large enough to fit a human body. The hole is completely empty and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this or some monster? There's a hole but no body.
アルベドが錬金術を使って死体をうまいこと処分したんじゃないかって疑ってたけど、
Yeah.
もしアルベドだったらこの穴も気づかれないよ
Good
う
point.
隠すことができたよな。
One person did all this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was his location marked in its notes? Good question. You return to the nights of Favonius, doubts swirling in your mind. Yeah, it's been interesting so far, I do have to say. Let's hope it's quick. Alright, Gene, what you got to say to us this time?
何か収穫は
Been a lot.
収穫はあったけど、アルベドを助けられるようなものはな。
You tell Gene about your findings from Albedo's office.
そうか。わかった。
I can't look at yourself, but your efforts are appreciated.
二人の協力
Did
に
Albedo
感謝する
submit an appeal? Yeah, good question.
ああ。
Yes, for a
第二審を
retrial.
行う。それに、私も事件に残された謎を明らかにしたい。遺体を埋めたとされる場所に残っていた歯と骨は、すでに
Forensic
検査に
analysis,
受け
yeah.
どうしたんだ？
もし死者がモンドの人であった場合、住民たちは行方不明者
Yeah,
の存在に気
that
づき、
is
不
true,
安を
yeah.
募らせていくだろう。そうな、それはアルベドに
Public
とって
sentiment will be in Albedo's
かなり
favor,
不利
yeah.
な状
Yeah,
況
that's
になる。
fair.
そんな。
第二審は2日後に開
2
廷する。
days, alright.
その時はまた出席してほしい。
おう、わかったぞ。じゃあ、またその日に。
ああ、気を使わせてすまない。せ
Say less, Gene, say less. Miles is eavesdropping again, huh?
マイルズ。
What's up? What's up with him? Yeah, why is he eavesdropping for the second time? That is odd. That is really weird if you notice that there. Interesting. Sorry about that, I was just checking something there while I was doing its thing. Sassy, yeah, very sassy, innit?
そろそろジン団長のところに行こうぜ。
Up to Gene again.
合流
Back to the
して
Neil. Yeah, sure.
第二審を見届けよう。
Time for the second trial.
来てくれたか。二人とも準備。あ、
Ready, let's go. Let's do this thing.
今回の裁判は被告人アルベドによる殺人および死
Well,
体
the same
遺棄
thing
事件
again,
の
okay.
第二審だ。裁判の人員は変わらず、セピロス協会の助裁検察代表ヘルター、弁護人ガイア。本件の被告人はセピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド。
Okay, let's do this.
ヘルター、合同調査チームに何か新しい発見はあっただろうか。
はい。証人が目撃現場から持ち帰った歯と骨を検査すべく、教会の医務部門に送ったところ、また調査チームがモンドの人々の状況を調べたところ、何人かが長いこと失
Investigators were
踪
able to
している
identify
ことが
several
判
monsters
明。
sentences appear to be missing for quite some
歯と
time.
骨からは死者の年齢や性別などを特定できます。
Age and gender of the
興味
deceased.
深いことに、最近行方不明となったモンド人の中に、医務部門は多忙なため、検査結果はセピロス協会のロサリアさんが届けてくれました。
被害者の名前はハンス
Muscle man, male, 46 years
職
old.
業カリウド、男性46歳独身。親族がいないため通報する人もいる。それに医務部門の診療記録によれば、この人は3年前ある機械によって大腿骨を怪我しているようね。よってアルベドさんが埋めた死体の一つはハンスマンで間違いない。
その技術が錬金術であると考えるのは 妥当そうでしょ。
ええ、そうね。魔法か錬金術。
証人の発言に感謝いたします。
これで少なくとも一人の身元が判明しましたね。
Yeah, depends motive.
被告人の手紙の内容を踏まえると、あえて親族も配偶者もいない人を選んで研究のためにモンドの住民に手をかけるとは。
That's a line from the trailer, yeah.
それと証人はもう一人います。ドンナさん、こちらへ。
And that's why the NPCs were acting all weird at the start of the quest, because they were part of this trial, huh? Okay.
まずい。
どんなって
Yeah, it's literally just all of the weird NPCs from the start. That's all it is.
今さら出てきてごめんなさい。実はアルベドさんが死体を埋めているのをディルック様が目撃した時。
This might put sauce on D-Luke, which is why he doesn't like D-Luke anymore, right?
そこにいた。あの日、友達とキャンプに行ってて、夜は山で休んでいました。ただ全然眠れなくて、
Right.
私、ディルック様とちょっとでもお話できないかなと思って。
Somewhere at the bottom of the club's kind of a bit of a body, which should have been Albeda, right?
すごく怖かった。その人に見つかったらどうしようって思った。彼と話をしようとしなければこんな怖いことにはならなく、その恐怖のせいでこれまで証人としてここに立つ。
なるほど。
ドンナさん、君が立ち上がったその勇気は褒められるべきものだ。
法廷を代表して君の勇気と公平な心に感謝し。
はい、ありがとうございます。
二人の証言もあるし間違いありませんね。となると残る問題は
Yeah, I defend the pose of the bodies, true that.
私はやはり手紙に書かれていた錬金術と関係があると思います。被告人はモンドで指折りの錬金術師。
About
50-ish
minutes into the quest, and we've not had the like big part where the invasion of Mondstadt happens yet, or the new weekly boss. So I think things are about to like really ramp up soon, Xander.
その点についてとある特別調査員が関連情報を掴んでくれた。
Yeah, which is obviously
その
もしかして
evidence to be found in Albedo's office.
これ
Yeah.
らは被告人のアルベドが使っていた騎士団2階の執務室から見つかったものだ。その中でも最も重要なのが
Yeah, that's right.
この地図は被告人のメモと一緒に見つかった。地図にある印の位置は被告人の手紙のない。
この地図はお前のものなのか？
あ
あ。この印も君が書いたものか？
そうだ。
それを認めることでお前による犯行であることがより確固たるもの。
やめて。
僕のデスクの隠しスペースまで開けられたんだ。僕も自分のために。
ここまで証拠が揃っているのに認めないのですか？
前にも言ったと思うけどもう一度言おう。
まだそんなセリフが言えるとは。
ヘルターさん、客観的に見れば君の推理は緻密で説得力もある。
言い訳をやめる気はないと。
無実の者が身の潔白を証明するためにあらゆる手段を尽くすのは言い訳と言えない。
どれだけ待っても犯行の事実が消えるとは思えませんけどね。
いや、待つこともある種の手段だと僕は信じたい。真相が
Until someone comes along and brushes it away, but who is that person? Brushing off the snow, is that supposed to be a hint? Brushing off the snow, is that maybe what we need to do towards that third dig spot that we found, maybe? With a hint, and it must have something to do with Dragonspine, which reminds me of one of the locations marked on the map we found within Dragonspine. Yeah, you're finally getting it. You were the one who uncovered the notes, right? And I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well. That is correct.
その場所の様子を教えてもらえるか?
You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found on Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hall was gone, and in the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature, everything covered in snow. No one knew there was something to discover in the first place. And there must have also been a body. I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? Okay. The first marked location.
一つ目の印が モンド城の近くにある。ベアトリーチェは
Albedo using alchemy to dig a hole and bury a body there, right? Sigilman shoe and a torn piece of fabric, yep.
これらの手がかりから2つ目の印はドラゴンスパインと暁ワイナリーの中間
Another buried body of an adult male, yep.
リルクさんが証言したアルベドの行動はベアトリーチェが証言したものとほぼ一致してる。この2人が口裏を合わせる必要はない。そしてリルクさんは
Ethan and Famer were born at the scene.
人の骨と歯を見つけた。また、
Hmm.
ドンナとリルクさんはアルベドに何か恨みがあるわけじゃなさそうだ。ドンナはリルクさんに憧れてるけど、そしてドンナの異変は最後の海底前から始まっていた。
The human
検査
remains.
の結果、現場で発見された遺骨はモンド人のものだと分かった。そして証言によれば、アルベドが最後にそれに触った人物みたい。
Thief and Famer bone, yeah, belonged to Mondstadt citizen, that's correct, yep. Albedo was the last person to come in contact with his body.
錬金術で死体を腐敗させたけど、骨だけがわずかに残ってしまった。
No, I don't think so.
3つ目の場所はドラゴンスパインにある。地図を見つけてなければ、あの場所の存在には気づかなかったと思う。パイモンと一緒に3つ目の場所を観察すると、積もった雪の下に死体を
All marks around the outside, so the bone is probably from that, from whatever beast this is, right?
爪で引っかいた。でも、穴の中には
Yeah, no body because probably a creature of some sort. Figure associate. I think the third mark location with the human remains. No? The second mark location was the one with the bone, right? Yeah, there we go, nice. The differences between the mark locations, yep.
3つの場所はいずれもアルベドの隠していた地図に印がつけられていた。これらの場所には共通点もあるけど、相違点もある。すでに分かっている情報からすると、これらの場所は死体の遺棄に使われた可能性が高い。ただ、3つ目の穴の周りには爪で引っかいたような痕跡があった。雪山には獣や魔物がいる。もしかして、そういった存在が埋まっていたものを掘り出した。しかも、その痕跡は最近のものではなさそうだ。
We'll go on the other two, yeah.
もし3つ目の穴が他の2つの穴とは違う時期に残されたものだとしたら、犯行時期も違うってこと？
Potentially, yeah. I do agree with that. Dragon Spine's ecosystem.
ドラゴンスパインは年中雪に覆われていて、気温も非常に低い。
Mm-hmm. That's right.
それ、雪山の奥深くには奇妙な生命。
Durban, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
かなり前に死んだにもかかわらず、未だに不気味な生命力を持ってる。
They're bringing it up. I was wondering when this was going to happen before the 6.0 patch. Remember the summer event? They teased something to do with Duran. And it was Albedo who literally mentioned it to Wanderer. Was it not? Right at the end of the summer event. Right before we went to Natlan in 4.8 last year. And there it is. And there it is. I've been bringing that point up for weeks now at this point, haven't I, Xander, about that Duran?
そういえば、これまでドラゴンスパインでは友達のアルベドは錬金術師であり、けど実際はそれだけじゃない。白亜の申し子、五大罪人のうち
They're bringing up the five sinners as well. Oh, we're about to cook with this one, I think.
アルベドは穏やかで頭脳明晰、知識が豊富で人当たりもいい。大半の人が
They outright just said that Alice is one of the five sons of Kenria. We suspected that, but they outright just said it, you know?
それに彼は物事を好きなく進められる人でもある。もし今のところアルベドは人に対して敵意を見せてないし、これといった異常も見られない。とにかく友達として彼がホムンクルスであることを明かすの。
Counts and Dragon's Bane.
確か雪山にはアルベドと顔が
Yeah, yeah, the doppelganger I mentioned this earlier in the quest. Yep. Bennett was there. Eula was there. It was Albedo. Bennett, Eula. Who was the fourth one? Not Mona. I don't think it was Fischl. I don't think it was Jean, Diluc, or Kaya. Who was the other one? Because Eula, that was the patch that Eula got introduced in. Was it Amber? I think it was Amber, because Amber and Eula usually get paired together. Amber, Eula. It's gotta be Amber, because Amber's not even been involved in this quest, but the rest of them are. Amber, Eula, Bennett, and Albedo. That was that event, right? When she says we're not the only ones so far, not yeah, it was that squad. Yeah. Amber, Eula, Bennett, and Albedo, and us, obviously. Doppelganger. I might have fucking hit the nail on the head. I literally said this whole thing could be because of the doppelganger situation. I literally said that like half an hour ago, didn't I? And this will be caught in VOD. I literally made that prediction. I literally made that prediction. It's a doppelganger. Because of the quest in 2.3. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. What does it want me to do? I need to break in the case? No, I should play it safe. I made an honest assessment, and the fathers should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Dude, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raised a few questions. Regarding the two cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. That wasn't the case at the third location. The hole was still there with dirt scattered around the perimeter, more like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the third scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the third location weren't fresh, which suggests that the dragon spit incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you.
確かに疑問は残りますが、これだけは断言できます。その場所を指し示す証拠はこの点だけでも被告人の嫌疑は誰よりも強いと言えるでしょう。
旅人の疑問には僕から答えよう。もし無罪を主張したいのなら、ヘルターさんの言う通り、地図を書いたのは自分じゃないと言うべき。でも残念ながら、地図の印は僕が書いたものだ。死体の数は3つで間違いない。そしてドラゴンスパインでそのうちの1つを処理して埋葬した。
Probably the I think we did end up killing the doppelganger. Do you think maybe the doppelganger is the one that got buried?
やはりあなたの仕業だったんですね。皆さん、今の自白を聞きましたか？
いや、まだ話は終わってないよ。ヘル。
Eula, yeah.
かなり前に、僕は雪山である存在に出会ったんだ。理由は不明だけど。
Eula, Bennett, and Amber were all present for this. Yeah, here we go. This is directly referencing 2.3.
戦いの末に、僕はそいつを殺して雪山に埋めた。
Correct. Yeah. I got that bang on the money, by the way. Again. Eula, me, Amber, and Bennett. Yeah, I got that bang on.
それから冒険者協会のベネットも一緒だったわ。
Too easy, boy.
当時、冒険者協会主催の訓練が雪山で行われていたの。
That's the event was in a burst middle.
訓練が終わった後、私たちはみんな山を降りたんだけど。
I love it when the main story actually makes events canon. They're not just, haha, here, have some fun. It actually matters. Good, long-term story development.
もしアルベドの言っている相手が山の中腹で遭遇したものじゃない場合。
Yes, that'll be the part in the quest when Albedo got split up from the rest of the group. I remember that, yeah.
一つ目と二つ目もあなたがやったんですよね。なぜ罪のない人を。
いや、それは違うよ。
発言が支離滅裂になるほど恐怖に震えているようですね。
ヘルターさん、どうしてそう結論を急ぐんだい？雪山で僕を襲った相手は淡い金髪と青い瞳を持ち。
ほう。つまりアルベドとウリ。
ウリ2つ？
Oh, it's right. It does come back to what happened back then, yeah.
同じ姿。でも、どういうこと？もう帰りたい。
でも今議論すべきは、あなたが雪山で殺人を犯した。
その通りだよ。あの日、僕は自分と同じ顔をした存在でも、人を殺した
Was
と
a
は
person.
一言も言っ
Correct.
ていない。
Yeah, yeah, there is.
そういうことか。僕の証言を撤回する必要がありそうだ。
なんですって？
連れてきたぞ。
Who?
待って。
おい、今入ってきたやつ、ヘルターじゃないか？どういうこと？
The Herfer in the case is the doppelganger from before, isn't it? We literally have a doppelganger situation right here, right now. How have I got that? How did I get that? How did I know right from the start there's going to be a doppelganger would be a big part of this quest? How have I gotten that right again? How did I keep doing this, Sander? I am literally your sound effect with that. He can't keep getting away with this. How much in the last year and a half over Star Rail Engagement have I been able to predict the quest ahead of time without knowing anything about them?
あなた誰よ？どうして？
Doppelganger, yeah.
こんにちは。
見ての通り、セピロス騎士団の広報勤務隊長の。
そういうことですか。先ほどの供述も
いや
犯行を認めたのもこのためだったんですね。私に矛先を変えたところで、こちらが提出した証拠は変わりませんよ。
No,
私がここ
no,
に
you
立
don't.
って静粛に。
ここ数年、僕はよく雪山に泊まりながらマリュー・ドゥリンの研究をしていた。数百年前、東風の竜
The Valen defeated Durin in battle and with help from Barbatos sealed his remains on Dragonspike. We knew that like years ago, yep, that's correct.
ドゥリンは、錬
Alchemy?
金術によって作られた人工生命の中でも
All beats and grows more revitalized by the day, that's correct,
雪
yep.
山であった僕に瓜二つのものはドゥリンの腹に捨てられた実験品でホムンクルス計画の失敗作だ。
ホムンクルス？
私をホムンクルスだというつもりですか？それとも入り口に立っている者こそ自分の怒っている姿を見るのはなんだか不思議ですね。私が偽物ですって？それはこちらのセリフですよ。最近大活躍みたいじゃないですか。陣団長、あなたなら見分けられますよね。長年あなたに付き添ってきたんですから。
見た目はまるっきり同じだが、話し方
The
や
camel
表
one,
情を
right?
見るに、先ほど入ってきたものの方が本物だろう。
その発言に責任を持てますか？ここにいる彼が本物だって証拠は？私と共に戦ってきたセピロス騎士団の仲間なら、この体のどこに一番大きな傷跡があるか知っているはず。
Correct.
ええ、知っているわ。
The scar, yeah.
答えを言ってもらおうかしら。
その前に、マイルズ、あなたはどうで
Is
す
this
か？
why he was eavesdropping? Miles involved, huh?
知らない？それとも忘れた？最近めまいが、もしかしてそのせいで忘れてしまったのでしょうか？あの戦い
Unless
で
he's
一
also
番
an
近くにい
imposter.
たのは。
違います。僕は頭が。
傷跡は
Scar is right here. Yeah, I see it, yeah.
顔がこわばっているね。こんな展開になるとは想定していなかったのかな？それとも騎士団の内通者からヘルターさんの左腕にある傷跡の
アルベドさんはあなたたちのような存在について研究をしているんですよ。
慌てることはない。傷跡をつけるのは今からでも間に合う。
All spawn of Durin's life force have that ability, correct?
驚異的な生命力と自身の姿を意のままに変える能力を持つ存在。フェイスレス。
仲間ってマイルズのこと？
And that's why Miles was unusually eavesdropping on us, yeah?
いや、マイルズだけじゃない。
Literally, yeah. Literally, all the unusual NPCs are all under Durin's life
互いに
force,
引
yeah.
き寄せ合う。
All under the influence of Durin, yeah.
面白いのは
There is.
仲間の存在が同時に足かせになっているところだ。
I had to ban that V-bot person there. Let me go. Anyway.
一度変化が始まれば、周りの存在も影響を受ける。でも、君自身はそれをコントロールできない。
腕を見せなさい。
Think someone's about happy. You hear the music, right?
逃げてください。
あいつら、あの偽物をかばってるぞ。
逃がしてはならない。必ず捕らえるんだ。
外から申し寄せてきてる。奴の仲間か。
Oh, is this the part where they're gonna start coming to the city, huh? Gotta be this. It's gotta be this. It's got to be this cutscene, right?
うわあ、一瞬で飛び越えてったぞ。
追いかけるぞ。
機は熟した。
This time.
総員、これより作戦開始だ。第三者。
やっと君たちと話せるね。ここ数
Few
日
things
の出来
clear,
事
okay.
は一つ。
Yeah, killing my fellow citizens and never use human remains as part of an alchemical experiment. The events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in it. As for the witnesses, must they look picked up the situation long before today's proceedings. Well then.
ついてきてくれ。
I see. He knew about it. That's probably why he was exercising patience, remember? Oh, yep, here we go. Here's the fight. Here's the fight in Mondstadt.
街の中に魔物がいるんだ。
雪山から降りてきた魔物だ。
Back in Spain, yep. An attack is imminent, but fear not, we've been preparing for this. The resurgence of David's life force, its festive nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt.
どんどん戦いは必ず起こる。二人とも僕と一緒に行動して。
わかった。まずはどこに。
外壁の
Bell
上だ。
tower. Top of the city wall. Say less. Say absolute less. Even though this quest has been mostly text, optional objectives. Sure, let's do that. Let's do the optional objectives first, why not? See, this is how you do a quest, Sander. Like in Stardew, like on Forest. This is how you do a quest, but actually make it interesting. There's been no gameplay the entire time until now, and yet I've been so damn invested. This is how you do a quest. This is exactly how it should be. Cut with the filler, get straight to the point, reference something that's happened before, and add more lore to it. Exactly.
罪深き魔物よ。夕夜浄土は何時らに。
この声は旅人さんですね。
This is gonna go over everyone in Mondstadt, right?
我が従者よ。いいところに来てくれたわ。
Slap these guys up, huh? Oh, it's actually a trial stage. Official, albedo.
輝くコブラよ、姿を現せ。灼熱戦。
Good, nice.
創世の術、冥王形成。
Hmm. We try and get rid of you. Yep. I'm gonna take the current build all my characters, by the way. Bad thing, I guess. Nice. So I'm using the power traveler as well. That's not bad.
魔物は召した。もう
しばらく外出は控えて室内。
ああ、助かったよ。ところで。
おっと、私はお嬢様の従者。
あ、いや、どういう。
我が従者よ。まだなすべきことがあるのでしょ。
Alright, let's go. See, this is also like a much better version of the invasion angle they did in Natlan, in my opinion. Like, I actually feel that you're actually involved with the attack. And it's not just like, oh, one cutscene is over immediately. I actually feel like how it should have always been, you know, for Natlan. For Natlan's Act 4 invasion. Much better. There's probably, yeah, Razor and Lisa, which is why we haven't seen them in the quest yet. Which probably means Amber's gonna have her own area too. But us and Albedo's always gonna be active, you know. Yeah, Lisa's field. Yep. Razor. More. Albedo. Put that down. Sure, let's just go and burn them, honestly, at this point. Fine. Yep. Nice.
ウィンドブルーム祭中にこんなにビリビリしたのは久し
師匠、昔
ビリビリをそんなわけないです。そういえばこの間先生の手紙でも同じことを聞かれ、生徒が先生のやり方を真似るのはよくあることでしょ。
Bantamad skill, which is Sumeru, yeah.
今回だって優しくビリビリさせたのよ。
優しく。
リサ、元気
ええ、だって。
Okay, so the next section is probably going to be Bennett or Amber then, because I'm not seeing them in this quest either yet. Let me tell you Bennett though, because he's directly involved with the 2.3 quest. Where are the optional objectives? Shouldn't it be one right? Oh, Sucrose, right, of course.
アルベド先生、
ここは大丈夫そう。
はい。先ほど町にし。
Not long ago, okay. Ah, so this is basically what just happened. Okay, cool. Ooh, it's not letting me swap characters. Alright, boom, boom. Oh, is that actually using my actual build of these characters because Sucrose has like special fragments on her. Also, the reason why my D-Luke's doing so much damage, by the way, if you're wondering, that is because he's E4 at this point now. Even more monsters down there, yeah, I see them by the city gate. There's a second Kaya for some reason. Okay, lovely.
僕は大丈夫です。
スワン、ロレンス、二人とも
でもディルックさんは。
ああ。だが騎士団じゃないとこの門を守れないなんて決まり。
旦那はいつも親切だからな。
ありがとうございます。
Sounds good to me.
ちょうど手が空いたので今。
うん。でも安全を第一に。
はい。
Nice. Let's go to our main objective now. I just want to see that side objective because we only get this chance once, you know? And this is a shortish quest anyway. Always trash talking the night slow. Yeah, yeah. For people who played like near the start of the game or even day one like myself, this is a big like treat for us, you know, this kind of quest. Finally, we've waited so long to finally get something on this. This quest has been insane so far, by the way, and we haven't even gone into the fact that Varker's in this quest yet. Think about that. Just let that sink in. There's Venti. Someone's coming. Just us. Oh, you were regular citizens. Oh, yeah.
それにしても
ちゃんとお酒はおごるから。
それならオッケー。アルベド、金融野郎の正体を知ってる。先ほどの裁判中、ドラゴンスパインから魔物が押し寄せてきてね。
Agitated.
しかも
Core coming under pressure. Yep.
魔物がこんなに
進化は敬意を払うべき現象だと僕は考
They
え
would
てい
absorb the previous imposter. Oh, he did.
そういえば。
死体を埋めているところを目撃されたのは事実だよ。
You did hide those bodies. I monitored the situation of Dragon. I noticed that many who ventured there came back different.
彼らは
Influence of Durin's power.
受けたと思われる。
Divided with the monsters and then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Yeah, makes sense.
魔物に飲まれたのは家族のいない人たちばかり。
No one to notice. Agreed. Yeah.
周りに気づかれにくいからだろ
But
う。
that's why they were brought up in the trial those points. Okay.
旦那が見つけた歯と骨は。
ああ。魔物は人を飲み込んだ後、ゆっくりと消化していく。
Few strands of hair in the snake and some teeth and bone. Right, so essentially they're using DNA and parts of the devoured humans to recreate them with DNA strands. Okay, I see.
僕にできるせめてもの旅
That's kind of insane, actually.
以前雪山で僕の姿をしたトリックフラワーを一緒に覚えてくれていたんだ。
Subject 2, yep.
1、そう。
Subject
僕は
2.
2号の息の根を止めて雪山に入れたんだ。君たちでもここ最近グリンの活性化が進みつつある。2号という失敗作を吸収したことで、グリンはその知識を取り入れた。また最近雪山に長く滞在していた人たちもグリンの力の影響を受けたと考えられる。
町の人たちの様子がおかしいのは君たちも気づいていたよね。さっき体に潜むドゥリンの力が暴れ出すと、その人たちは一時的に
だからわざとそうなるように仕向けたんだ。生きるか死ぬかのでも
ただの一般人だから僕がここにいるんだよ。
ウェンティが風の力
Use the power of animal to restrain them for now. They should give the knights a chance to do them without harm. Specialized team will deal with them later.
了解。あ、僕の正体はこれ。よし、風はこれで大丈夫そうだ。
Okay, let's go. Ooh.
みんな、城内の雰囲気
What's the
は
whole
準備
city,
できた
yeah?
よ。聞こえるかい？
Everyone, can you hear me? Who you talking to?
他の状態の状況は？
問題ない。こっちは人手が足りてるから支援も可能だ。
では側門周辺の支援を頼みます。
分かった。すぐ行こう。
すごいぞ。風の力で会話できる。
That's crazy.
ああ、風神バルバトスの加護のおかげだ。この防衛戦、必ずや勝利をつかもう。
風域の方を向かずに小声で喋れば会話を聞かれないようにもできる。
だから急にしゃがみ込んでこそ。
その言い方ひどくない？
あれ？この声はもしかしてウェンティ？
おい、バレちゃったぞ。
ごめんよ。たまたまここを通りかかったら。
無事で何よりだよ。
Okay.
うん、本当に助かったよ。
Mm.
風神。
For the quest, by the way, yeah, I kind of figured as much.
僕に任せて。
Pretty sure Vinny could do that, yeah, literally. I know, right? And if Vinny ever does get buffed, by the way, I'm totally going back to using him again over Kazuha. I love both of them, but Vinny was my favorite, like, OG character in this game.
はあ、選べることなら橋の真ん中に来たか。
Ah, there it is. It's the Frozen Lower Trillia. Yo, D-Luke, alright, let's smack him up. I see you.
危なかった。助かったぜ。
礼はいらない。君がいようが。
なら俺は別のところに行くか。
そうか。
冗談。
最初の裁判の
The first trial.
となると
ヘルターよりも
俺に
そうじゃない。
You weren't nervous enough,
だ
huh?
からディルックは俺
自分で考えろ。また敵が来るぞ。
考
And
え
he's
るのは
got his
面倒だ。
signature weapon.
や
And,
めて
yeah,
おこう。
he's got Wolf's Gravestone. Nice. Say less, let's go.
風邪ひくなよ。
Let that dealer cut him 1 point. Oh yeah, I was thinking that actually. That's a good point.
燃やし尽くせ。
Did I not get the infused pyro attack? Oh yeah, I do. Let's get rid of that shield. Boom, activate the melt reactions. Boom, boom, and boom. Nice. Right, come right towards me, you twat. Get out of here. Or as you would see Xander, get out! Literally. Pop that, dodge the jump, yeah, predictable. Nice try, 2, nice try, 3. Gotta be careful here. Actually, I have to be careful here a little bit. Nice, come on. I'm actually a little bit closer with the elite dying there, actually.
あそこだ。ディレックの旦那、ガイ
ここに来る余裕があるってことは他のエリアは
ア。お前たちを心配して駆けつけたって可能性もあるだろう。
主要ルートを抑えれば戦闘の主導権を握ったも同然だ。
True D-Look, yeah, yeah. Bro knows. If you know, you know.
状況はどうなんだ。
ああ、心配無用だ。
騎兵隊の元隊長と現
よしてくれ。
じゃあここは頼んだよ。
ああ、
そうだ。裁判ではありがとう。途中から
最初の裁判の時点でも
どちらかといえばかつて僕を助け
僕を信じてくれたこと、そして騎兵隊隊長への協力に
くれぐれも気をつけてくれよ。
Hey, Elias, let's go. Where to next? Which of the areas clear? Yeah. Probably planning to the area we already cleared. The area's clear, okay. Opera and Musari's area's cleared. Where's Bennett though? I've not seen Bennett or Mona. Or Amber actually. Because the legend identify one who's used Barbara's elemental skill to heal him. Oh yeah, she can just do that, can't she? Yep, that'll work. This actually makes sense from a lore perspective. It actually makes 100% sense. And before we just got like a look at like what Hyacinth's gameplay is going to be like in the next quest from Star Rail as well. Obviously we have to wait until the thing recharges. Prototype Amber as well. Yeah, no, that makes sense with Barbara actually. Hey, it's Hyacinth, yeah, literally. There's quite that thing more to me just beating Inazuma. Honestly, I kind of can see that now. Up to the next audience, yeah. Go on, do the thing.
はい、これで大丈夫だよ。
ありがとうございます。外は危険ですので、牧師の皆様は大
あなたもだよ。その体ね
え、ご安心ください。
それなら
バーバラの言う通り、今は怪我人が一人で行動する。
それは助かる。
これも仕事のうちよ。気にしないで。バーバラ。
安心して言って。なんでこんな状況になったかはよくわからないけど、絶対に大丈夫。
バーバラ、今忙しいか？
お姉ちゃん、
Flashback, huh?
大丈夫だよ。
伝えておきたいことがあるんだ。数日後、モンド城が騒がしくなるかもしれない。アルベドの予測だ。ドラゴンスパインと関係があるらしい。あそこについては彼が一番詳しいからな。
ドラゴンスパイン。モンド城が危なくなるの？
保証はできないが、騎士団が全力でモンド城を守る。
じゃあお姉ちゃんのこと。
安心してくれ。自分のことは自分。
みんな無事でありますように。
God damn it, Xander.
バーバラ、ちょっと手を貸して。
Basically what you put in the chat, considering I'm literally playing in Japanese as well, that voice is actually accurate. There's Mona. At last. Alright. And Noelle? I forgot Noelle's Mondstadt. I thought she would leave me for some reason. No, that makes sense. Bennett, yeah, okay, there's the missing ones. And where's Amber? The final one. There she is. Oh, and Mika, I forgot he existed. Yeah, true. I forgot Mika exists. I legit forgot Mika existed. Like, I forgot. He's that forgettable. I forgot he's even a Mondstadt character. Like 5 Helichos, 2 Blades, and Axe Mitchells, and a bunch of different slimes. God damn, alright. Enough of the monsters. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, how do you do this with like Amber? I assume we're going for melt reactions. Oh yeah, 25k. This is a little bit slow, I will say, but that's fine. I don't know, how have I missed that? Okay. One current. Can I just hit them from up here? Wouldn't that just be the better option? If I could actually hit it through the thing. Nope, not gonna let me. Alright, that's cringe. You know what? Yeah, let's just go down and do the thing. Come on, man. Yeah, that's a little bit weird, this gameplay, I will say. Yeah, like, I kind of normal attack spam. That's not going to be an option, really, is it? So, yeah, that's definitely a bit slow. Couldn't you give me a better trial stage for this? There we go. That's a bit better. So what was the first person we made all to that Amber? Yeah, honestly, you're right, you're right.
ヘルターの声を聞くと未だに驚いてしまうな。まだ偽物騒ぎから頭を切り替えられていないんですか？なるへ、君が急にいなくなったからジン団長に聞いてみた。でもその2日後に君は戻ってきた。見た目はまるっきり同じだし、もし
恐ろしいですね。
だよね。身近な人が実は魔物の
今回の件が片付いたら二度と。
アルベドさん、大丈夫でしたか？裁判を傍聴できなかったので。
私も最初聞いた時、モンドで本当に。
アンバーが知らなかったのなら、エウルアは最後まで秘密を守。
確かに真剣な時のエウルアって絶対に秘密を。オイラたちも前からそう思ってたぞ。
だがどうしてヘルターが選ばれたんだ？
ガイアの提案さ。作戦を実行するには人望がありな。ヘルターさんはまさにその条件にぴったりだった。
そういえば騎士団の隊員が事故に遭ったという。
それも作戦の一環だった。全体の流れはこうだ。まず情報の発信源は騎兵隊隊長ガイアとヘルターさん直属の部。数日後、偽物のヘルターさんが騎士団。
それって半年以上前ですね。
Over 6 months ago, dang. So basically when we started Natlan, gotcha.
そんなに前から準備して。
今回の敵の手口は予想よりもずっと慎重に思えたからね。偽物のヘルターさんが、それに僕を陥れるための。
でもリュリンはどうやって騎士団の
騎士団の中にスパイがいる。
Informant among our ranks,
心
yeah.
配しなくていい。バルパトス様がすでに犯人を特定している。風神の加護を得られないスパイに。
そっか。
Who's her?
本当に腹が立った
Alice, maybe?
最初の裁判でアルベドに有利な証拠
That's her. That's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be Raindaughter, right?
それも想定内だよ。もしあの時、それでもし雪山の生物の擬態の話になれば、つまり反論すれば僕の正体がバレて、反論しなければ。
なるほどな。
ありがとう。それからもう一つ、君、その点についてはどうかこう言うと戸惑うかもしれないけど、あえて君たちに作戦を立てた当初から僕の質問。
Oh, Diona, yeah, you're right. I forget she exists as well.
必要だと考えて。
It has to be Diona.
それも公平かつ客観的な立場にいて、君ならウィンドブルーム祭の企画、さらに栄誉騎士としての偽物のヘルターさん、つまり2号は雪山で。
その通り。最初から君も計画の中に含まれていた。
Yeah, no, that makes sense, yeah.
伝えられず申し訳ない。あまり気分を
Just
害さないでくれ
Lincoln
るとい
Sunday
いんだ。
clothing, honestly, you're not wrong. That's actually kind of funny.
あまりアルベドを責めないでやってほしい。彼はあくまでモンドを守るためにそうしたんだ。栄誉騎士とパイモンが。
本当か？
礼を言うべきはこちらだ。
Okay. Mondstadt side gate. Let's do the optional objectives first. Diona, there we go.
一体どうなってるの？アルベド、旅人。もし助け、ここは私が必ず。
助かるよ。
Okay, safe place is the cat's tail. Okay, good now. It also feels weird to be playing this quest with like my, you know, Inazuma, Fontaine, and Leeway based characters. But I like it, you know. Noel, yep.
アルベド様、栄誉騎士様。
戦いに集中して支援する。
輝くコブラの姿を現せ、燃やし尽くして。はっ。
Good.
疑似用か
Just about.
創世の術
Quiet. Put shield up. Do that. Middle. You should be able to have any second now.
今こそ誕生の時
Yep. God, no, you take so much energy to get everything up and running, by the way.
創世の術
Okay, let's go. Let's pop it. 18k. That was good. Why did my controller disconnect though?
お二人ともありがとうございます。私はこのままここに残り、皆様のお力になりたいと思います。どうかお気をつけください。
Right. So the other optional objective is obviously over there before we head to the side again. Got you. Also, we've had nothing on the next ad break so far, so that's good that we did the ad break before this whole section started, because that would have been awkward. And there's Bennett, of course. He had to appear at some point. He had to, you know what I'm saying?
道端に倒れてるもんだからてっきり怪我でもしたの
ごめんなさい。あまりに疲れてたから横に
なるほどよくある戦術だなアルベネット彼女をキャッツテールまで
Yeah, to the cat's tail, yeah.
わかった任せてくれ
And that's why she mentioned it. Yep. Okay. Makes sense. Alright, let's go. The Pirate Archon is here. Yo, let's go. Bennett, the real Pirate Archon, of course. I love that meme. I really, really do. And of course, Yula. Okay.
私のせいだわ。
Oh, yeah, Klee as well, yeah.
こういうのは知っていたのに注意しきれて。
アルベドがどうしたんだ？
アルベド。
みんなを支援するために回っているんだ
ああ、なんならもう聞いちゃった。
クレイがいなくなってしまったの。
Klee disappeared. Related to, this is gonna be something related to Allison, 100%.
それなら大丈夫だよ
何か
みんな戦闘
Waiting for us to go mission there. Yep. Stay left.
ずっと一緒にいたのに
Rune Guard.
急に走っていなくなってしまったの。
クレイは足が速いからねでもあの子も騎士の一人だあまり心配はいらないよ
みんなここにいたんだ。クネーも手伝うよ。
Nice. Nice damage.
ほら足が速いって言っただろ
Wait, where are all the Doriko bombs coming from, actually? Good point.
爆弾ってすごいな。
Oh, so she is here. She is here in the background, you know?
燃やし尽くして。このルレイに任せ。
決闘せよ。
Just think they're about to get absolutely destroyed. Yep.
クレイよくやったね
アルベド。
クネーに任せて。アルベドお兄ちゃんはパトロール中？
キャンプ。
だから今からジン団長のところに行って
それじゃ火花騎士に護送してもらおうかし。
Okay then. Return to the center of Mondstadt. Okay. For a second, based on the clothing, I thought I was Dane Sleeve there, and I was about to shit myself.
「刀は技を支え、匠は宝を有す」
Sorry about that. No, it's just that toilet there. Okay. Oh, I've just realised, it's actually blocking off the quest thing on the overlay. Let me just fix that real quick. So if I take my Twitch chat, no, that's not what I said. And move my camera down a little bit. No, that's not what I said. Why is my controller being weird today? Can we fuck off? Like, actually, though. I'm gonna re-plug it in. Alright, sorry, give me a second. Okay, that should be okay as it is right now. Okay, let's continue then, right? So, we were where we were before the ad break. Let's continue. Return to the center of Mondstadt. Seems that we just finished this section up.
ひとまず落ち着いたな。みんなご苦労だった。
大丈夫。事前の準備がバッチリだったから。
ならよかった。
戻ったぜ。
みんな大丈夫だったかい？
アンバーは平気？
大丈夫だよ。クレイがエウルアお姉ちゃんを護送した。そうなの？
他の者は。
ただいま戻りました。
ミカや。
無事でよかった。今回の防衛作戦が成功したのは皆のおかげだ。
ジン団長もお疲れ様。ここ数日。
そう。
いや、僕の仕事はまだ終わっていない。
そうか。思い出した。
ちょうど旅人とパイモンもいるし。
手の空いた者は騎士団や教会に戻る。
クレイは私と一緒に帰ろっか。やった。
Okay, say less. Now that this section cleared up, now makes me think we're about to get the Alice section.
ウェンティ殿、今回は
大変？あれ？
いや、すまない。
冗談だよ。でも
風の中に君の
収穫はあったよ。外壁の上で長いこと耳を
On an anxious voices and a child's anger. This we're gonna hear Varka.
子供が不安がる声。
物語に出てきた2号の感情を吸収したことで、ドゥリンは孤独であるにもかかわらず、
including the fact that he's no longer a mother's only child. What?
例えば、
Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing subject to the emotion allowed him to understand. Alright, it's all played. I assume when he said mother's only creation, I assume Albedo means Alice.
それを受け入れられなかったドゥリンには、とても生々しい感情が生まれた。完全体を消そう。
I eliminate the perfect creation, I'll be the only child mother needs. His mindset are out of Durin's instinct to complete and survive, or to compete and survive. He would dominate all those around him. So, Durin must be also another creation of Alice, if I'm not mistaken.
僕を裁判の場に立たせたことは、ドゥリンが2号の思考パターンを模倣して取った中で、だが、そもそもドゥリンは社会への適応力を持ち合わせていない。
なるほど。だから風から子供の不安。
今も近くから聞こえる。
That same feeling, it's close. That's the line. That's the line from the trailer. We're about to see Varka. Onia.
ファニーヤ、なぜ報告に来なかったんだ？
特に報告することがなかったので。
そうか。さっき君が第7小隊にて。
はい、順調でしたの。
一つ聞きたいのだが、なぜ君は今、もしや戦いの最後に風で通達した内容を聞いておらず、元の
戦闘中急な計画変更は何度も行われたけど、君はそのどれも聞いていない。なぜならドリン、
私は
Yeah.
動くな。 あとは本部に戻ってからゆっくり話そう。
Interesting. Okay. See where this goes. I really do think about the Alice section of the quest though.
ファニーヤを他の人に任せてきた。
ああ、次の行動がうまくいけばね。
次の行動？
ここから先は僕個人の計画だよ。
Bipartite conference,
君
okay.
たちは知らないかもしれないが、
Archon came up there a few years ago before he left, okay.
ファルカに魔女会と連絡を取りたいから間に入ってくれって言われた時のことは
Asking the lovely lady of the Archon circle for a small
しか
favor.
もファルカは階段で魔女たちのことをあと少しで
Right.
さん？
No. No, he's not. No, he's not.
若いとは言えないけど年を取っているわけ。
いろんな場面で空気を読まずにジョークを言い始める年齢だ。
ああ、この階段の3種とはセピロス騎士団と
The Archon circle, the Animal Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights and Church of Favonius. Interesting.
バルバトス様の仲介のもと、
Oh, that pit goes hard, by the way.
正式に面会する機会を得た。
Yeah, that pit goes really, really hard. I'm just gonna say it, yeah. Let me just hide my webcam momentarily. That could be a desktop background. I'm telling you that right now. That could legitimately be a desktop background easily. That is a really, really good picture. Damn. Well then.
そして魔女会と交渉し、その弁舌によって魔女たちにあるモンドが最も助けを必要とするとき、
Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the Mitch will return and lend their aid to our nation. Now I've requested my own, so I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would.
旅人ドド通
Pass
話
me
機
the
を貸してくれる
Dodo
かい？
communication device.
それを使うのか？
早速始めるよ。これであっ
Yeah, Venti's hand, I think things are about to be turned up to 11 here. Varka.
あれその声
That's Varka.
ファルカ？
大団長？
ごめんかけ間違えちゃった。
頭上に武器、背中に敵。前からは殴り
Random both of the group might feel looking to turn me into mincemeat. Yeah, I'd say so.
そっか。じゃあ引き続き頑張って。また連絡するから。
ああ、みんなによろしく伝えといてくれ。そうだ。前回酒をおごれとか言ってたな。
Why did they not tell us the location? Not a trial location, huh?
そんなところにはさ。
This will be Alice this time, right?
あら？もしもし？アリスさん、こんにちは。
There
ウェ
it
ン
is.
ティだよ。ウェンティ？そういった名前の友達。バルバトスだよ。もう忘れたふりしちゃってさ。
ごめんね、つい。それで親愛なるバルバトス。
三種階段を覚えているかい？実は今日、ある友人にそれを。
あら、そんな勇気のある子が
僕だよ、アリスさん。
セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長のアルベドが魔女会と正式な。
そう、アルベド。
これまで誰も成し得なかったことをしたい。
誰も？あなたの母、レインドットさえも？
いや、物事の定義で言うと違う。けど、場所と材料から考えると。
どういう意味だ？
面白そう。すぐ行くから。
I'll be right there. Oh wait, probably. I thought it might be like in playable form, but no, I think she's gonna be there like in like a different kind of domain expansion type of deal, right?
行くってこの執務室にか？
はい、みんな。
Yeah, in that form. That's what I expected.
アリスさん、今回は大きなドドコなんだね。
可愛くない？ほら、ドドコ専用の帽子もあるのよ。
器用だな。
みんな久しぶりね。会えて嬉しい。魔女界を代表してアルベドちゃんのお願いを聞いてあげる。けど
その前に準備が必要かしら?
At the long table when you're ready. Is that long table that's in the sky that we saw like a couple years ago?
アリスって優しいんだな。
私はいつもそうでしょ。
ありがとう、アリスさん。階段を始める前に、その子は僕の
Enter my office is waiting for you there. He is waiting for you there. Okay. Dahlia. I'm gonna guess it's gotta be Dahlia, right?
そういえば、アルベドの執務室ってなんでいつもドアが閉まってるんだ。うわ
The summer event has been completely connected. I knew it had to be at some point this year. That's the dragon from the freaking summer event. I remember that the dragon primal looking skull. Yeah, I thought Wanderer was in possession of him though. So why is he here then? Why is he here? I thought Wanderer was looking after this thing. Minute driven. Yeah. Finally. I thought this would happen during Natlan. The whole, like, you know, region of dragons and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm not complaining to Mondstadt, honestly.
さっきの戦いを僕もこっそり手伝ってたんだ。あ、うん。モンドに来て何日か経った。
安心しろ。うん。チビデュリンはモンドに観光しに来たのか？それとも、
ウィンドブルーム祭には行った。でも遊びに来たわけじゃなくってね。
すごい。
僕、雪山にいるドゥリンに代わってこの世界の存在として生まれ変わりたいんだ。
なるほど。でも。
Okay, right, Xander, as I keep mentioning, we need to really start paying attention to this. There is no summer event this year, granted, but whenever there is a summer event, we really need to start really focusing into the theme of the summer, like, event temporary area every year, because they always end up having a massive influence sometime before the next summer event every year. They all, like, what was it called? The Mirage one, the one before Fontaine, had, you know, a regular human that turned into a Oceanid. And what was the whole point of Fontaine? The Oceanid storyline, where people turning because of the primordial seawater and all that. They always have a big influence in what's about to happen. Every single year, you know?
ごめん。うまく説明。アルベドが錬金術で僕を人間。
Yeah.
アルベドはそのため。
チビデュリンは
どうかな。正直な。でも僕だってドゥリンだ。もう一人の自分に。アルベドから聞いたよ。けど僕はお母さんが書いた物語に登場する竜で。実はね、雪山のドゥリン、それからもしかして今の僕の魂は何も変わらないでいるより、僕はもっと。だから心配しないで。これは
お前を人間にするのってきっと
アルベドには感謝してるよ。アルベドは白亜の申し子で、ホムンクルス。こういう命のあり方をしてるのはこの世界の生物を種族で分けるとしたら。
そうかもな。そうだ。そういえばカサッチはこのことを知ってる。
モンドに戻って責任を果たすって伝えた。そしたら
Makes sense. So that's how it connects to Wanderer. Okay.
多分応援してくれてるんだと思う。僕がアルベドと同じ。ちょっと怖いけど、このタイミングで君たちに会えて。
Okay, go to the location indicated by Alice. We need to actually go outside first. That's not telling us where. Hello. Oh, right. There was that one point in the game, in the trailer, where it showed us the Imaginarium Theater area. Yeah, because that is technically the Hexen Circle's domain area, right? Yep. I can't believe we're actually going to the Imagining Theatre Room as part of the main story quest, by the way. That's kind of wild. Legitimately. Your party conviction cannot be changed during the next clinical trial. Please choose a suitable party in advance. Oh, I wonder why it's Hydro in trial. Not like I've got someone in my 4th slot of my party right now that decreases the raise of opponents by 55% if you've got a full party of Hydro and Cryo teammates. I wonder if this is maybe made to, you know, advantage of Scofier in this case. I wonder why that's the case. Literally, I wonder if it's because the new character that just happened to be on the banner right now is perfect for this part of the quest. Yeah, I wonder why that's the case. Really? No. Yeah, sorry. It's crazy as well because I've always said since this mode first came out, this room just felt like Hercules Circle all over the place. And look who's sitting at the freaking chair. Yeah. The chessboard. I think we know what's about to happen, right? The chessboard is here. So we know what we're about to face.
Minna, 好きなところに座って。
適当でいいの？偉い人の席に座っちゃったらどうしよう。
多分誰もそんなこと気にしないから大丈夫よ。ところで、ジンさんは来ないのかしら？
今日はモンドでいろいろ起きたからね。
そう、残念。それで、アルベドちゃん、あなた。
ああ、タンドラゴンスパインにいる。マリュート。へ
え。
それから魔女界にはある錬金術の
言ってみて。
神弱界にいる不死身の魔獣の肉片が欲しい。
Oh my god. So it does exist. We are getting it. We are getting that map expansion at some point, probably during the Nordic Flag. Probably the next patch, actually. Yeah, because yeah, it's gotta be. The Dainsleif quest is in Natlin. It's a Natlin Archon quest, it says. So the Major Vari's gotta be where that Dainsleif quest appears. Yo! Literally hashtag Euphorious could never. I'm starting a new hashtag. Hashtag Euphorious could never. Legit. Yeah, it's gotta be next patch. The fact that they've actually just name dropped the Major Vari, yeah, that's happening next patch.
それから
母レインドットが残した廃紙も必要だ。
あれは彼女が昔魔獣を作った時に使った材料だからあんまり残ってないんだけど。
Why is Alice talking about herself in third person? The raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. Rindora is Alice. So like, why is she not referencing to herself unless Rindora actually is somebody else? But I doubt that.
竜の血、肉片、廃紙。これが欲しいってことは。
ああ、マリュー・ドゥリンが死んだ後、その心臓は未だに動き続けている。長年雪山を観察してきた僕はまだ蘇っていないにもかかわらず、モンドは今回のようなドゥリンの血と無限の生命力がもたらす災いを断つには、だがあの竜が消滅することはないし、いつ蘇るだからドゥリンの脅威をなくすには元の姿でもなければ完全な化け物でもない。夏にクレイと一緒にシムランカという童話の世界に行ったことをアリスさんも覚えているだろう。
They're literally referencing the summer area. They literally need drop Simulanka. Oh my fucking god. What have I been saying since the start of Natlin? To pay attention to that last part of the Simulanka story that I feel is going to play a massive part before Shejnaya. What was I saying in the VC over the last year? To pay attention and keep that in the back of our head. Keep it in the back of our minds for a reason. That's the first time a summer event area has actually been outright name dropped outside of the area. Panda, yep. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know you were referencing that one time I was losing my mind on the Fontaine quest. Not Fontaine, Penacony quest.
もちろん。あそこには M のもう一人の子供が。
Other Durin, yeah.
あ、そういうことね。
あの旅で僕はあることを知った。それと同時に僕は着想を得た。それから僕はある錬金術の構想を練った。
It's funny how Albedo is went from one of the worst characters in the game to possibly one of the best by this quest alone. Unfortunately for him, his kit still sucks and it doesn't actually work. Like half of his kit just does not work. Like his skill gets broken away too easily, especially in the abyss.
そして人弱界の魔獣の肉片と母が残した胚子を竜の毒による腐敗の力は魔獣の肉片の異様な活性力によって腐敗の力と生命力がぶつかり合うことで強力な副反応が生まれるだろう。それを
その少し狂気じみた表情。さすが黄金レインド。
アリスさんはこれを良くないことだと思うだろう。
ただ二人とも特別でバルバトスに頼んだのも納得。あなたが必要とする材料を手に入れたいなら魔女界の試練を
None of you can wield them, and so you must pass the Hexen Circle trial, which is probably the weekly boss. Hence why the chessboard is right there.
ああ、こうなると予想していたからここに旅人も呼んだんだ。褒めてほしいのかい？僕が道を踏み外さないよう責任を持って試練に付き合ってくれるものだと思っていた。
Which I won't chat as much, we'll still watch. Yeah, no worries. I think I'm getting near the end anyway, so.
これは
But it isn't the weekly boss, is right at the end of the quest.
アリスさんは賑やかなのが好きで友人同士が助け合い、
あなたが試練を乗り越えて成長するところを。ただ今回パイモンは一緒に行けないの。魔女界の試練はすごく難しいから。
The Hexen Circle's trial to no work in the apartment, I would say in the structure. Only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Don't be too angry if you do wrong. Hold up. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Did you just hear what she said? Your dear aunt. Alice doesn't call... Everyone doesn't call Alice Aunt Alice. So is Paimon a creation of the Hexen Circle then as well, like Albedo is? Jean doesn't call Alice Aunt Alice. Klee does. Albedo does. And now Paimon does, right? That's the 3. Keep that in the back of your mind, man. Keep that in the back of your mind. I don't think that's meant. That was meant to. I think that was a slip from them. I don't think we were meant to know that.
パイモンはいい子ね。それじゃ準備ができたらテーブルにあるチェスボードに触れてちょうだい。
ああ、僕と一緒に試練に参加してくれるね、旅人。準備はいいかい？
愛しい子たちよ。
The Dodo King's magic.
ドド大魔王の魔法を乗り越えられるかしら。
Here we go. Weekly boss time, huh? We start on the chessboard. Let's do this thing. Got the perfect team for this as well.
なるほど。魔女界らしいやり方だ。
体が小さくなってる。急にそんなちっちゃくなるなんて。
どうかした？い
や、ただ小さくなったせいでパイモンっていつも元気だよね。
Wow, the child is actually speaking right now.
心配はいらない。
アルベドちゃんは自信満々みたいね。
まさかアリスさん。
あなたの母のレインドットは立場的にふさわしい。だから私が2人のために舞台を用意したの。さあ、この子たちを倒せるかしら。童話に登場する勇者のように茨の道を越え勝利をつかんでみな。
This is the one I've got beta men, right? To a certain position. I can't. I don't think I can do. Oh, I can do damage to him. The attacks are fast. How do I bait him into taking down a guy? It's all in a special program. Okay, so it's clearly cryo-based shield. The cryo-based shield. Nice. Arena. That's how you get to be disabled, alright. Put a Scorpia, put Shenhe's buff up, maybe momentarily. Where is he? I don't already almost dead. Get out of that. Nice. Get the queen piece. Pop that. Arena, pop that. Shenhe, pop this. Pop that. And a Scorpia after this is off. Beautiful. Have to be this form? Paralogism sent me. Oh? That's not Alice, that's not Alice, yeah. Travel's also talking directly in his quest. Which tells me they're going to talk a lot more from this point onwards to the end of the game. Especially when we get the English VAs back. Good stuff. Good transition, by the way. That's the point in the thumbnail that I saw earlier. Yep, okay, so this is where we are. That looks insane. Alright. Time for a Scorpio to absolutely clap this boss fight. Oh yeah. I mean, we've known about the boss in the leaks for months now, but it's finally time to hit this thing on. I'm right, it does. That's fine, pop that, do that, do some of this, activate that, pop, get them all grouped together. Perfectly fine with me. A lot of damage. Controller, not now. I don't know why it's doing it so much today. It doesn't usually ever do that when I play off camera. Activate this. Arena, pop that, activate a bit of healing. Do that. And he got cancelled there. If you trigger frozen to interrupt, okay, so that's why you need to do freeze. Nice, and that makes him staggered, so which means I can use my ultimate without him moving. Arena's damage buff, go. And then it's Shenhe, it's Scorpia, get the thing up in the field, pop that. And you're done. Barbeloff. Another one of the mages from the Herxen Circle, do you think, Xander? About today's adventure.
もう行っちゃうの？お前たちよくやったね。見事だったよ。わしの弟子も見習ってほしいものだ。
Who's your student, Barbeloff? That's interesting. Wait a minute. I was about to say, is Barbeloff student Paimon? Could look at the tail. Look how it's all like star based, similar to Paimon's design. I don't think it's Paimon. Is Barbeloff Mona's master? Because we know Mona has a master that's from the Herxen Circle as well, right? I think because that fits the color scheme, blue and white, and yeah, blue, white, and gold. That's Mona's color scheme with her design on the tail. Barbeloff has to be Mona's master.
楽しい茶会はこれでお開きとしよう。また会える日を楽しみにしておるよ。
本当に行っちゃうの？ちょっとバービー。あ、ごめんね。バービーはいつもこんな感じでそそくさとどっか行っちゃうの。でも私の予想だときっとバービーはあなたたちの合格を認めてくれた。
もちろん私さあこっちに戻ってきてちょうだい。
Yeah. Absolutely destroyed that boss and fast.
お疲れ。うまくいったみたいだな。
二人ともよく無事に乗り越えたね。
ありがとう。一息ついたら一緒にドラゴン
It's
スパイン
Dragon
に行こう。
Spine, yeah.
ドゥリンを倒すんだな。
ああ、なるべく早く対処した方がいい。
Okay. I must be getting mad close now, you think, right? Dragon Spine is, and there it is over there. Next to the dig spa. I see you. I see you. Fair. Didn't I literally just do that one sound effect where it's like, I see you, I see you. Fair. I sure I literally just done that again unintentionally. God damn it. Ooh, really low down, huh? Oh, I know what this is.
相変わらず寒いな。手が凍っちゃいそう
This has been a fantastic quest so far, by the way. A lot of lore dumps that we needed ahead of Not Cry. Yeah, I mean, it's Zero's heart, yeah, but we knew this was here from before, yeah.
いくらか和らぐはず。
I feel like something huge is about to happen here.
すまない、パイモン。用事。
本当に今
作業している間。し
ちょっと聞きたいんだ。
なんだい？
アルベドにとってマリュードリンは同族なのか？
錬金術の観点から言えば、僕もドゥリンも人造物だけど、生物学の観点から言えば、僕たちの間。
アルベドはリュートに
好き嫌いではなく、僕は僕を人間の一種だと思っている。命には様々な、僕はその中で最も特殊で稀な存在だ。でも、僕の錬金術が成功すれば、チビドゥリンから聞いたかもしれないけど、あの子はマリュー・ドゥリン、確かに興味深くて挑戦的なことでもあるから、その今回の計画は広い意味で過去と未来に関わるもので、多くの人にとって重要だ。そしてチビドゥリンが望む姿になるのはこの2つのこと以外、つまり僕の個人的な動機は強いて言えば、僕にとってありえない命より完璧な形で命を誕生させる。なすべきかどうかではなく、そうしたいかどうかだ。錬金術師の目的は様々な知識を吸収。もちろん今回のことを実験だとは思っていないよ。この答えで満足できたかい？
Yeah, it looks like his life force is gone.
完了だ。
金色の力が竜の心臓を拘束し、
ドゥリンの心臓は大きいし、その全てが必要なわけじゃない。今回ドゥリンの肉体は
そういえば町にいる偽物のヘルターはどうなっ
騎士団が見張っているよ。新たなドゥリンを創造することは、これで錬成人は完成する。
Makes sense, yeah. Return to Mondstadt, sure. I honestly thought we were gonna get another boss fight there, I can't lie, but it's fine. We already had like our main boss fight of this fight anyway, so it's fine. Got the weekly boss now unlocked, that should be good enough, you know. My question is, where will it appear on the map then, you know, because technically it's inside the imaginary theater where we fought it, you know.
今日はここまでにしよう。
気にすんな。
ウィンドブルーム祭の期間中、モンドは
そういえば今年のウィンドブルーム祭、おいらたちずっと
お祭りの日になればわかるさ。
I'm sure we'll find it on the day off. So is the Wimbledon Festival still going to be an event in this patch or no? Wait until 2 days later. Yeah, I feel I'm about to wrap things up here. It feels very, very close, guys. Very, very good quest in terms of just setting stuff up. Oh, wow, Fontaine, that you can literally see Fontaine in the distance. That's actually wild. That's crazy render distance, by the way. But anyway, This quest has done a lot to really set up a lot of things in the future of this game, especially that Dave quest. The fact that they just outright said the Major Barry. We've got a lot of information there in the Hexen Circle. Obviously, we know we're into Nord Cry and this 6.0 expansion, and a lot that's been uncovered today. Right, it's part of the quest. Part of the quest, okay. By the Wind Bloom Festival, alright. Makes sense. That makes perfect sense. In a special story mode. Yes, sir.
皆も知っての通り、今年のウィンドブルーム祭は困難に満ちていたが、我々は一丸と今年度のウィンドブルーム祭のスターは、まさにこたびの騒動で多大な貢献をしてくれた人物となる。
I feel like it's gonna be Albedo himself or Venti.
彼は屈強とは言えない見た目だが、戦いの流れを読むことと人々の心をなだめることに長けている。
Probably Venti then.
では、今年のウィンドブルーム祭のスターに。
やった、ベンティだ。本当に僕でいい？
何を言う？
わかった。
ああ、ウィンドブルーム祭のスターからのお願いを断る人などいない。
それじゃあ、さあ、最高の銀融詩人のショーが始まる。
DJ cutscene, okay. This will be the end of the quest here then. Yep. This is obviously the cutscene we must have saw in the trailer from the very start, yeah. There's the imposter Albedo, huh? Oh wait, no, right, that's the real Albedo, that's the real one, because Venti's down there. Prayer formation. I think with many Durans about to happen, yeah. The fusion. I was wondering if they would have given us this cutscene, the fusion of Duran. Here we go, finally. Listen to the song, that's the motif of the original Genshin battle theme. Flowing water, earth, water, fire, wind. He just didn't have it to the last airbender on us there. Earth, fire, wind, and air. He did have it to the last airbender on us right there, yeah. As soon as I saw that firstly, I knew that's where he was going with that. Alright, Albedo, I see you. Mona official. It's got everyone as well. This is giving me such Fontaine vibes. The fact that everyone in the nation is involved with the quest, not just one or two key figures. And that's why Fontaine was also very, very good. Deichi's Hexen Circle. Okay, adventuring with a snap. That was obviously... Benny knew that was going to happen, so he distracted everyone while that was going on, right? Oh, this is the part where... I was wondering when this was going to appear. What? Duran's taken on Venti's appearance. Duran's is taking on Venti's appearance. I saw the little hairstyle. That's Venti's appearance. So Duran's got wings and got Venti's appearance, huh?
Ah, すべて終わったよ。
Yeah. But no, the part that doesn't make sense though is that like in the quest trailer, it said Nouvelette was stabbed, but in that room that we just saw, that was all dark, that looked like Nouvelette's office, no?
でも、構築されたばかりの体はまだ不安定だ。ありがとう。今回は確かに望んでいたことをやり遂げ、彼女が見たらきっと いつもと違う。
彼女？
僕の師匠にして母の。
Okay, well, we knew that. We knew that. But yeah, you know.
もうだいぶ前だけど、彼女が僕をモンドに向かわせたとき、僕の推測を確かめるのに少し時間がかかったけど、生活することは大半の人からすると自分を知り、世界を知る。僕と世界の間には生活がある。だからホムンクルスが生活を見つけられたとき、
なるほど。だから雪山の魔物たちが
ただ生きるだけではなく生活を理解したときに、でも今回の件で人間になるのはただの始まりに過ぎない。人間と多くの人からすると、この数日に起きたことはただの恐ろしい。これから僕の兄弟は前のように自由に生きることはできないだろう。彼も僕と同じようにこの世界を歩み、人間という風と共に生きていく。
変わった家庭だな。
まあそもそも母が特殊だからね。この世界には様々な家庭がある。僕たちは多分庭園に根を張っているんだろう。ああ、師匠は顔を出さなかったけど、アリスさん以外の魔女界の人が知っていたということは、彼女も僕のしたことを黙認してくれたってことだろう。
What does that mean? Master never showed her face. Now, there's two things I can think of that, Xander. Alice technically never showed her human form, so yeah, she never showed her face. Or does that mean that Rhine Daughter isn't Alice in the first place? They could be saying Rhine Daughter's not Alice, by the way. That's totally a legitimate thing here. Well, Alice is part of the Hexen Circle, we know that, so... That's confusing. This is going to be explained in Nordcry, I'm telling you.
どうやらナベリウスを飲み込んだ後、母はようやく安らぎを得たようだ。もしそうだとしたら、僕は心から嬉しく思うよ。
ナベリウスを飲み込んだ？
Yeah, what's Nabarus? Yeah.
生の失勢だよ。
Ruler of life. That might not seem that big of a deal to you at first, Xander. Let me just jog your memory. Ruler of life. Renovo, the big red thing in the sky. Junatlan, ruler of death. There's your opposites. Yep. So Nabarus and Renovo are the ruler of life and death. We are in the end game. We are so in the end game now.
この間、アリスさんが教えてくれたんだ。けど正直、
Aunt Alice told me about it not too long ago, but it came as no surprise I knew Master would do it sooner or later. So Alice is not Rhine Daughter. So in that sentence alone, you've separated Alice from her master and her master's Rhine Daughter. Rhine Daughter therefore cannot be Alice. So we thought Alice was Rhine Daughter for the longest of times, but she isn't. Someone completely different we've never seen.
それに、ナベリウスは完全に消えたわけではなく、彼女と融合しただけ
She
に
and Nabarus are now one. So Rhine Daughter and Nabarus are now one being, huh?
これくらいだ。
Crazy.
今回の協力に感謝するよ。苦境の中でも僕と一緒にいてくれたこと。
当たり前だろ。だって友達なんだから。
そう言ってもらえて少し気持ちが楽になった。後で神団長に報告するとき、
騎士団本部に行くのか？報告頑張れよ。
うん。それじゃまたね。
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
今回はすごいことになったな。しかも、そうだ。ウィンドブルーム祭の
パイモンは何だと思う？
兼用やろう。用事は終わった。
風の花を教えに来てあげたよ。今年はセシリアの花。
Yeah, that sounds about right for Mondstadt, yeah.
遊興者の真心。 情緒あふれるこの言葉は、旅人、手を出して。君とアルベドが魔女会の試練に無事合格して、魔女たちは大喜びだったよ。アルベドは欲しいものを手に入れたわけ。これは魔女からのプレゼントだ。中には無二の秘密が隠
When
されてい
the
る。
time is right, it will reveal itself to you, so no need to open it right
その
away.
時が来るまで
I'm gonna just repeat the sentence, Annika. I know you can't really, like, look right now. The Hexen Circle wants you to have this. It contains something entirely one of a kind, a secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you, so no need to open it right away. This is going to be teasing either this one of three things. This is one of three things. Our entrance to Nord Cry, our entrance to Sheshnaya, or what I think it could be, the entrance to Celestia. I think it could be our gateway to Celestia. Because the fact that they said when the time is right, this thing's a long way off, similar to how this quest was set up. I really, really do think that's the Celestia, the key to Celestia, whatever this is. The only person who can make use of something like this. And Celestia is a closed off location and would probably be one of the only ones in Celestia. Yep, that adds up. Or Canria. I'm leading not so much Nord Cry, but more Canria or Celestia, definitely.
どういたしまして。ま、僕はただの使い場所。おお、
今回は大活躍だったもんな。じゃあ、お酒。
本当に？約束だよ。
もちろんだぞ。後でさ。
やったー。嬉しくて今にも空を飛んじゃいそうだ。やっぱりお祭りって素晴らしいね。賛美される愛は消え。
Jesus Christ. We just got so much. Yet we're so far away still from the answer to it all.
過酷な運命を誰が受け入れられよう。救い風に漂う香りを捉えるがごとく。さすれば不滅の悲嘆は拭われ、しじまの輝きへと。
That's genuinely up there with one of the best quests in the game. I'm telling you that right now. That is one of the best quests in the entire Archon quest storyline. What the fucking quest? That just set up so much. I don't think people realize how much that quest mattered for the end game of this storyline. I don't think that's better than Fontaine Act 5. That's probably the second best quest in the entire game now. I still think I still think that's better than Sumeru Act 5. For me at least. Genuinely speaking? Yeah, literally Santa, honestly. Oh my god. Oh my freaking days. That genuinely, no joke, has to be one of the best quests I've ever seen in this game. I genuinely even think that's better than Sumeru Act 5. I honestly think that's better than Sumeru Act 5. I think with that quest, like you said earlier, that now brings my ranking. I had Mondstadt in third below Inazuma. I think that's got to go into second place now. That quest alone's carried Mondstadt into second place best regions. In terms of the story, it's now Fontaine, Mondstadt, Inazuma, Natlin, Leeway, Sumeru, in that order. Yep. Yeah, Fontaine Act 5 was still perfection. That was ridiculously good though. What in the living hell? Oh yeah, we think we're done, by the way. Remember, next patch is probably going to be Dane Sleep and Skirk. And now that we know about the Marajavari being a legitimate location in game with reference, that's probably what's happening. It's probably in the Marajavari. Actually insane. Wow. Yeah. It's here. Oh, that makes so much sense why that's there. Oh, that is really, really good attention to detail. Because if you have a look where my pin is. This is directly next to the little like island in the sky where Alice was for the event when Collie came to Mondstadt, like back in the Sumeru patches. That is a perfect location for that boss. And look where it is. It's literally the same table. They actually have it rendered in game now. Remember when I was trying to show you this before in the VC? And I was looking at it and I was trying to find it from literally just over on that cliffside. I knew it was up here somewhere. And that's why I wasn't rendered in game, because it would be pointless to get here yet. Oh my god, bro. Oh. Well, obviously I'll need to do it tonight to get the weekly boss drops, because I'm pretty sure Skirk requires these boss drop materials. A knight, the rook, or the queen. It's like you've been going on about it and call it up. God damn.